come to you from downtown Los Angeles. I'm Ed Cohen with Jay Williams. Jay, the stars always come out to see greatness here in L.A.
From the bright lights of Hollywood to the bright lights on the hardwood, the Staples Center is rocking tonight.
Showtime always in this building, and we are ready to go. The opening tip won by the Lakers as we get started here at Staples Center. They'll get it down to Davis. Montrezl Harrell swats it. And that'll get out of bounds. Last touch by the Clippers. Jay, Magic and Kobe each won 5 titles. How are you going to judge LeBron James' legacy in L.A.?
LeBron James wins 1 championship in L.A. That means he will set himself apart. He will have won 4 championships in 3 different cities. Now, that is polarizing for some fans. That still does not take away from the overall greatness and the legacy of LeBron James, though.
Kyle Kuzma has got 2 shots coming. A career 70% free throw shooter. And fails to hit them both. Hits the first, misses the second. To Gortat. Beverly. George. Shot won't go.
I just love where this takes you into the psychological battle as a player offensively. Was that a great contest, or did you just miss the shot? But now you have me thinking about that the entire next possession.
To Paul George. Paul George missed his first. That one goes. Jay, when you break down Paul George, where is he at his best?
He needs to be engaged. He needs to have the ball in his hands. He needs to be needed. And that's the biggest thing for Paul George. When he's the guy offensively and he makes those clutch shots, it re-engages him defensively. And that drives him to be the best version of Paul George there is.
A lot of contact. Shots no good and no foul. Leonard. Just not going down.
I love when I see a good contest. You're crowding the player's landing space, which naturally makes him worrisome about turning an ankle on that landing.
And that'll get out of bounds. Last touch by the Clippers. Kuzma. Terrific vision, and look out.
That probably won't be the last time we see a dunk from him tonight. Maybe sometimes you should send a message. Give him a hard foul. Don't let it be so easy.
Oh, the touch at the rim. Count it.
And that transition offense was flawless. When guys fan out and actually fill the lanes with a sense of urgency. You heard me correctly, a sense of urgency. You will get a great shot every possession.
Davis gets it in the right corner. Pass to the rim. Throws it down off the alley-oop pass. Jay, they make it look so easy.
Yeah, but it's really not that easy. And as a passer, if your pass is just a fraction too early or a fraction too late, that throws the whole play off. The timing of this has to be impeccable.
Paul George to Beverly. Short jumper misses. Cook to bring it into the front court. Leads 3. Nothing going here on that drive. James to Caldwell Pope. 4-3. Not that time. He misses. Gortat. To George. Beverly. George. Oh, good offense beating good defense.
Not everybody possesses this power, but wow, what court awareness.
Los Angeles has the basketball. Marcin Gortat with the block.
Ed, that's light work for a guy with his ability.
Leonard knocks it down. That was a tough shot.
Every hero needs a good sidekick. Nice find to set up the 3.
LeBron with it up top. They're down 3. Rebounds taken down by Leonard. George lets it fly. Wide open look, won't go. Caldwell Pope to Davis. And watch him do the rest. Slam dunk.
How about right after the dunk, he looks right over towards the bench, gets a call from the coach about what defense they're in, and then gets his team set. Those are people that are able to lead men.
Kicks it around the perimeter to Paul George. Beverly. No good. That's great defense. It's Cook with the basketball. They trail by 1. Finish that. Leonard. He made his first effort, but not that time.
Just because you're an elite shooter doesn't mean you need to shoot the ball every possession. Maybe give a head fake, crack into the defender, get to the free throw line, see the ball go in the hole.
Buries it on the catch and shoot.
But it was how he created the shot. As a defender, there's a tendency to stand up when you stare at the ball. Offensive player recognized that, continuously moved without the ball. Bang, that's how he set it up.
Lakers at the controls right now. Here's LeBron for 2. Rebound taken by Gortat. Probing the defense. Gortat to Leonard. George. He made his first effort, but not that time.
Shooters shoot, period. I don't want to hear any excuses. That's why you're on the floor. You keep doing what you're doing with that superior confidence.
Here's James for 2. Gets a shot up off the mark. Kawhi Leonard, huge block.
Sent a message on that one, Ed.
Screen coming. Here's James with a chance. George not going down here. To Beverly. Leonard. LA with 4 to shoot. Not that time. To George. For 3. It's no good. Shots not going down. Cook to bring it into the front court. Right now, 12 all. Chance for LeBron James. Gets a look. Can't hit.
The contest was good, but you being a nuisance was great. Continue to be that gnat that no matter how many times you swing at it, it never goes away.
LeBron into the front court. He'll run the offense. Fires the 3. He made his first effort, but not that time. Here comes the screen.
Watch the screen, watch the screen.
George not getting the bounce. To James. Has a chance. LeBron, not that time. Beverly to Paul George. Going to launch beyond the arc, and it's Cook who grabs the rebound. Knocked loose. And a chance coming up at the line.
Hey, look, sometimes you need to feel out your opponent. Let them know you're there. I'm okay with that early foul.
Quinn Cook at the line for 2 shots. For his career, 80% at the line. Nope, first one does not go. So he goes 1 for 2 from the line after hitting on the second. Clippers have the basketball. Leonard. That's how you defend. Takes stock of the floor. Beyond the arc for 3. Knocks it down. And Jay, so much better to get that shot beyond the arc than inside 22 feet.
Crafty, Ed. I love the fact that he was able to have the awareness to get his feet behind the three-point line.
To Leonard. Lets it fly from long range. Well defended.
Great contest by the D, but I want to see the coaching staff call the same exact play the next possession. Get that offensive player the ball. Let him prove that it wasn't the D. It was more in his own head.
To Williams. Leonard. Lets it fly from beyond the arc. He engulfed him that time. Short jumper off the mark.
Let's be realistic. He's probably not going to miss a lot of shots. But the more effort you can give, you want to try to tire him out. Take his legs away. Make him work to catch the ball. That's how you win a defensive battle.
Knocks it down from mid-range.
Ooh, cool, calm, and collective. The 3 C's. His handles are effortless.
It's the Clippers with the possession now. Leonard to Beverly. The drive right to the basket. Yes, and the foul. And a chance at 3 coming up.
He should get some kind of acting award. That's a great sell by the offensive player. But guess what? The ref spit, and that's the game.
Can't convert the free throw. To Kyle Kuzma. Knocked loose. Clippers have it. DeMarcus Cousins with a piece. Kyle Kuzma snatching it out of the air.
Just incredible timing on that swat.
Finishing inside the paint on that one.
This is like a boxing match. If you fight against a great boxer, if he keeps jabbing you at the face, eventually that body will open up. You keep giving up layups like that, boom, a body blow is on the way.
And now he's going to shoot a few more as he's fouled going up for it.
Trust me, you want to avoid early foul trouble. Take that one as a warning.
Kawhi Leonard, couple of free throws on the way. He struggled so far and hits the first free throw. And gets both to drop at the line. Lakers ball. Stuffs it down with authority. They have set the tone in this one.
I love when I see offenses come out in beast mode. You attack that paint, you get to the rim, inevitably the floor will open up for you to knock down some threes.
Kawhi Leonard in a matchup with Boogie. To Beverly. Leonard to Williams. Kawhi Leonard. He's shooting 30%, but that won't stop him.
They're going to have to find answers defensively and quickly because he's carving them up in the first quarter.
It's Cook with the basketball. They lead it. 4-point game. To Kyle Kuzma. Kawhi Leonard sends it away.
Oh, he blocked that with authority.
Leonard. Shot off the mark. Good defense. Kawhi Leonard sends it away.
That's why a rim protector is a necessity in this game.
DeMarcus blocked away.
That one's in the 15th row.
Huge denial. Both teams tweaking their lineups. Here come some changes. Williams. From long range. This guy's tough. Patrick Beverly, hand in his face, still drills it.
Well, the defense has been good, but the shot-making ability has been better. And sometimes for NBA players at this level, the more you're in their face, the more it helps them center their focus on the target, which is making the shot. I know it sounds weird, but trust me, it's a real thing.
Off the mark. He's made those before, but that was well defended. Lopez to Beverly. Trying to cash in. Keep on trying. Shot's no good there.
That's how you do it. You keep riding him to the basket, and if the refs aren't calling it, keep being physical. Keep knocking him off balance.
Look out. Anthony Davis with the slam.
Brow down. Hey, when you coming to my town?
Wow, you rhyming right there?
Obviously.
Williams. His first effort off the mark. Burke with it. Exactly a minute to go here in the opening quarter. It's good. Coach wants to see more from his D.
And watching all these great shooters on the floor at once, it almost mesmerizes me. It's like you're watching the shot in slow motion. The backspin, it gives off the feel that the ball's going in every time.
Burke with it. Less than a minute to go in a tightly played first quarter. Another chance. Still no good.
One of the best. Utilizing a head fake. Crack into him. Don't. It's not the call foul. I put that one on you. You went up a little bit lazy.
Williams. Yes, give the advantage to the shooter.
I love the pure confidence on that jumper. He takes that three despite the defender being right in front of his face. That's borderline disrespectful.
Los Angeles, they have it. Oh, ferocious slam inside. Jay, they've had no answer for this guy.
He's been on fire this first quarter. That's the way you take it right to your opponent. You attack right out of the gate.
Long key from three-quarters court. That'll do it for the first quarter. We have a tie ball game. A good start to this one. All tied up as we start the second. Dwayne Wade. Here's Lopez. Down low to Leonard. Has a look. Shot for Leonard, no good. Deep left corner to Leonard. Taking advantage of the defender. Nice ball fake.
One of the best in the biz right there. Maybe the best.
Los Angeles has the basketball. To Caldwell Pope. Davis. Kawhi Leonard tips it.
That kid can block out the sun, Ed.
And he'll head to the line.
Aggressive play there, but you can't fault the defender for being up in the shooter. You need to contest shots, each and every one of them.
Nikola Mirotic. He's got 2 shots coming. For his career, 80% at the line. Knocks down the first. Goes 2 for 2. Burke with it. Down 4. Davis to Caldwell Pope. Yes, and a foul. He'll have a chance at a 3-point play.
And I know there's so much excitement about the play, but everybody looks at the player. More people need to pay attention to the guy at the end of the bench, the strength and conditioning coach, because this kid's been putting in the time and effort every day in the weight room.
Kentavious Caldwell-Pope trying to cash in on the 3-point play. For his career, 78% at the line. The free throw is good. It's back to a 1-point game. Leonard buries it.
You live by the 3, you die by the 3. And guess what? They're living large right now.
LBJ has it. Couple of cracks at the line now.
Smart play to rip through the extended arm of the defender. That will get you to the free throw line every time.
LeBron James at the line for 2 shots. For his career, 73%. Misses the first. And he's able to hit the second after missing that first one. Beverly into the front court. Leads 3. To Lopez. Leonard. Fires the 3. Man, that was a tough shot.
As a defender, you should take it personally when a contested 3 goes in. That's good defense, but it's not good enough.
LeBron into the front court. Down 6. Easy path to the rim.
No doubt about where that one was headed.
LA Clippers with the basketball. Here's a chance from long range. Textbook defense. Burke with it. Trailing by 4. James to Caldwell Pope. Yes, and the foul. And a chance at 3 coming up.
Ed, you ever bail out of something at the last second? That's what I saw right there from the defender. We call that no man's land. They weren't really committed to getting out of the way, committing a hard foul, or taking the brunt of the contact.
To Beverly. Leonard. To Wade. Leonard. Tough shot. Well defended. The pass taken away by the Clippers.
That's called game plan execution to perfection. Every possession on the road is critical.
And the defender over pursues, and he's called for it.
Just a tic-tac foul.
Opposing coach is going to counter, make some changes of his own. To Caldwell Pope. Yes, and a foul. He'll have a chance at a 3-point play.
People become so fixated on the hands or the arms or the strengths of the arms. I look at the legs. The strength of his legs help him power through that play. That's how you get and ones.
Kyle Kuzma at the line for a chance at a 3-point play. Shooting 50%. Some yes, some no in this contest. Beverly into the front court. Leads 1. To Leonard. Beverly. Message received. Well defended.
Just because you're an elite shooter doesn't mean you need to shoot the ball every possession. Maybe give a head fake, crack into the defender, get to the free throw line, see the ball go in the hole.
Able to convert inside.
You feel that? I see the confidence building.
Wade. To Leonard. To Wade. 4-3. Like the confidence, but a tough shot for Dwayne Wade. Burke with it. His team up by 1. And he's fouled. Very close. Free throws coming up.
Ed, as a defender, you cannot, I repeat, you cannot foul in the act of upward motion into your shot. Your timing needs to be better.
Trey Burke. Couple of free throws on the way. For his career, 79% at the line. Oh, he missed them both. To Beverly. For 3, Patrick Beverly. He thrives in situations like these.
And it just seems like the defense has lethargic closeouts. You need to close out with more of a sense of urgency. Run them off the three-point line. Make them take a tough 2 rather than an easy 3.
Burke with it. Down just a couple. Out of bounds the call. Last touch by Patrick Beverly. Clippers have got it. Fires the three. Never dare Patrick Beverly. Hits a wide-open three.
I know there are refs on the court all the time, but it doesn't mean they can see every play. Maybe defensively, grab his jersey, step on his toe, do something to kind of change up his pace.
Cashes in. Someone has to get into a zip code.
Might have had an extra dribble or two there, but he got the shot he wanted.
To Beverly. Gortat. Lakers have it. Trey Burke. And it's Leonard there to clear the rebound. It's LA Clippers ball. Shot from in close, no good. Clippers have it. He throws it down.
The pass was really good, but what I love most about the play, Ed, was that every player that ran in transition had active hands, which means they were active targets. They provided a target for the player to deliver the pass. That's how you work together as teammates.
Shot from the lane won't go.
Oh! Out there looking like the Kimbe Mutombo.
Took it right to him, and the defender was ready. And Kawhi Leonard buries the three.
And the three-point shot of the offense applies so much pressure on the defense, you can no longer build your teams inside out. The new way, you build your team outside in.
Slams it down.
It's easy to become mesmerized when you watch a player who can create off the dribble. We call that dancing. When you allow a player to dance with that much space, that's Prob City.
To Leonard. And the rebound gathered in by Davis. Lakers at the controls right now. And scores, plus the foul. Patented move for Anthony Davis, and a chance at three.
So many times we get on the defender for quote-unquote letting the offensive player score on an and one. Sometimes there's a lucky bounce, but more often than not, it's the offensive player who makes the play happen despite the defender's best intentions.
To Gortat. Leonard to Gortat. The Clippers with 4 to shoot. Beverly. He was all over him.
Great contest by the D, but I want to see the coaching staff call the same exact play the next possession. Get that offensive player the ball. Let him prove that it wasn't the D. It was more in his own head.
Clippers have the basketball. Leonard. He's not shy about shooting it from out there, but he misses this time. Knocked loose. Foot was on the line. It's a turnover. Looks like some substitutions are coming on in. Davis goes to the left side. Knocked loose. Clippers have got it. Leonard to Beverly. Quinn Cook pins it.
Ed, that's light work for a guy with his ability.
Cousins. Kawhi Leonard rejects it.
Just erasing mistakes left and right.
Beverly. George buries it on the catch and shoot.
And they're relentless with these long shots. It just seems like their spacing is perfect, and they come down, they know exactly where they want to be, and they're shooting the ball without hesitation.
Cook to bring it into the front court. Looking to make something happen. To Davis. Knocked loose. Clippers have it. Leonard. Patrick Beverly. With that, he's 5 for 9.
Well, they have such great flow to their offense this evening. The ball isn't sticking to one player individually. It's moving around the perimeter, and it's zipping. They're playing with a special cohesiveness.
Driving right to the basket. Gets it to go. Could have been more. A lot of contact, but no foul.
Did you see the way that dribble freed him up? It created so much space. I did, but the defender didn't.
To George. Going to launch beyond the arc. Paul George can't get that one to go. Defense all over him. Cruises inside for 2.
I'm not sure that wasn't an offensive foul, but take it when you can get it.
George buries the 3.
And I don't know why the defense continues to help on guys that drive. Make them take shots over your bigs. By you helping more, you're just leaving three-point shooters open on the perimeter.
It's Cook with the basketball. 5-point game. To Cousins. Can't connect. George. Can't connect. Lakers ball. Clippers have got it. To Paul George. Beyond the arc for 3. Off the iron. No good. Leonard. Curling inside. George. He continues to shoot it well from beyond the arc. That's 4 threes now in this first half.
Yeah, and confidence comes from discipline and training. You can tell that kid's been putting in the time in the gym.
Now the Lakers going to use a timeout as they'll take a moment to go over things here in the second quarter. Some lineup changes now for both clubs. James to Caldwell Pope. And the rebound taken by Lopez. George against Cousins. Lets it fly from long range. He continues to light it up from downtown. 5 threes now in this first half.
Yeah, and what's shocking, Ed, is that he's gotten so many open looks. Look, stay down in the stance, stay disciplined, stop losing him, stay attached to his hip, and force him to put the ball on the ground off those curls and finish over your bigs.
Quinn Cook has got 2 shots coming, shooting 50%. Some yes, some no in this contest. 2 for 2 on that trip. To George. Lets it fly from beyond the arc. Great defense, forcing the miss. James to Cousins. Flushes it home.
Just wait a second, Ed. Wait 1 second. Can we go back to the play before this great play that we just saw? Just because you have a bad offensive possession, you can't allow that to go down and reciprocate itself on the defensive end. 1 bad play does not make 2 bad plays. You have to bounce back. That's how you play this game.
George. Smothering D.
Shooters shoot. Period. I don't want to hear any excuses. That's why you're on the floor. You keep doing what you're doing with that superior confidence.
It's the Clippers with the possession now. George shakes free and hits.
For average shooters, that's not a great shot. But for a great shooter, that's a good look.
James into the front court. They find themselves down 10. LeBron James not looking pretty. 3 for 10.
You see, you can't actually get mesmerized by the ball. You actually have to focus on the dribbler's belly button. I know that may sound cheesy, but trust me, he can't go anywhere without his core.
Leonard. It's Cousins with the rebound. Time expires to end the first half. The Clippers are out in front.
Thanks, fellas. Jalen here with your halftime report. The Clippers will start the second half with a narrow lead. Clearly, the number of three-pointers these guys scored in the first half was incredible. And if they can keep that up, it's going to be tough to keep that team down. These are the guys getting buckets for the Los Angeles Clippers. The Lakers are still very much in this matchup. And even though they don't have the lead, they're doing a great job of moving the ball around. They might find themselves on the winning end of the scoreboard if they can keep it up. These are the guys getting buckets for the Los Angeles Lakers.
Game track. Bench points.
This is a game where the bench guys deserve a bit of the spotlight. The thing is, you need a spotlight big enough for the reserves on both squads. This is a game that's been all about the depth in the depth chart.
Player of the half.
Kawhi Leonard has been a defensive force in this matchup. If he's not stealing the ball, he's swatting it. And that combination has made for an incredible half.
Who was cold?
Every player that makes it to the NBA is a great athlete. But even the best players have off nights. Today has just been one of those nights for this guy. Here we go with the top 3 plays.
Number 2. Number 1.
Back to Ed.
All set to go here in the second half. The third quarter is underway. LA Clippers with the basketball. To Paul George. Leonard. Nothing going here on that drive. To Leonard. Oh, he had him there for a second. Short jumper stays out. Nice touch around the basket with the tip.
Well, the shooting has been spectacular, but one of the things that I've seen as the difference maker in this ball game is how they are catching the basketball. They're not establishing a pivot foot, which leaves the defense wondering which way you can drive. But when that shot is working like that, you got it any way you want it.
Number 2.
Paul George, 4-2. Wide open look, won't go. To James. Cousins. And he finishes at the rim.
And attention to detail is everything for a professional scorer like that. Actually getting it done the hard way.
Beverly into the front court. Up by 6. George to Leonard. Beverly to George. from long range. That's good D. Shot no good.
People do not realize the brilliance of the coaching in this league. The small adjustments made defensively has made all the difference in the second half.
George, add another one to his total. That's now 7 threes for the ball game.
And the ball is finding him wherever he goes on the court. Man, that boy, he the best.
Los Angeles, they have it. James to Cousins. The drive, right to the basket. Knocked loose. To Paul George. Kawhi Leonard, defended by Cousins. Fires the three, and Kawhi Leonard buries the three with a hand in his face.
Look, that shot was going up regardless of what the defender was trying to do. That's called a heat check.
Plenty of contact. The shot no good.
And one of the most underrated things in this game is quick lateral speed. Good job by utilizing that speed and taking away the lane.
Across the timeline comes James. Trailing by 14. Drive on the baseline, but his shot stays out. Leonard, he's been dialed in from long distance. That's now 5 threes for the game.
Nothing more painful than the next day watching tape, seeing the fact that he got 15 points off three-point shots.
Has a chance, knocks it down from mid-range.
The one thing we know for certain in this league, it doesn't matter how big the margin is, you can always put together a run and get back in this one.
Yes, and the foul, and a chance at 3 coming up.
And I love the smile on the face of the offensive player. Sometimes luck is on your side. I don't know how that shot went in, but and one.
Marcin Gortat trying to cash in on the three-point play. For his career, 67%. Free throw try, off the mark. Cook to bring it into the front court. His guys down big. From the painted area, won't go down. To George. To Beverly. Leonard. And the rebound taken down by the Lakers. It's James controlling the offense. To Caldwell Pope. Montrezl Harrell swats it.
Sent a message on that one, Ed.
Caldwell Pope to Cousins. Caldwell Pope. That's off the side of the rim, no good. Leonard to Gortat. Kicks it outside. Paul George to Gortat. Leonard to Paul George. Trying to cash in. Not going down for him this time.
You know, Ed, everybody gives so much credit to the guy who contested the shot, but there's no way he's in that position without the communication of the backbone of the defense. When you have a guy back there who can block shots and tells you to apply more pressure, you know you're in a safe place.
George to Beverly. It's George for 2. How you practice leads to that. Nice pump fake.
There's no stopping that. You either got to double or deny him the ball from the jump.
LBJ with it. Runner here won't go. Nice follow-up on the dunk there.
And there's nothing more mentally intimidating for your opponent than when your own teammates are unselfish and make sure that you get the ball because they want you to drop 70 on them, maybe like Devin Booker did last year.
Paul George to Gortat. Beverly to Leonard. They've slowed down the pace. Now 3 on the shot clock. George to Beverly. 24-second violation. Time to shuffle things up. chance at a three-point play.
The offense has very little to lose on those type of plays if they know they can, number one, create contact, and number two, still get the ball up. You need to assert yourself fully on the defensive end by initiating the contact and not allowing the offensive player to get that ball above his waist.
Here's Leonard for two. The screen sets him up for two.
Bread and butter, and there are a few that can do it better off the screen.
Los Angeles has the basketball. Marcin Gortat with the block.
That kid can block out the sun, Ed.
Driving right to the basket. The monster stuff. He's been a one-man show, but Jay, they're still down in this one.
He's their lone bright star, their only star tonight. Some other of the supporting cast members really need to step up.
To James. Kawhi Leonard, huge block. Marcin Gortat with a piece. We have both squads set to make some moves right now. Davis to Cousins. Deep right corner. Add 2 points to the board.
Everybody in the building, including myself, thought that pass was going somewhere else. Fool me once? Okay, but you're definitely not fooling me twice.
Nothing going here on that drive. And scores. Strong take.
Attack mode isn't a switch that you can just turn on and off. He needs to do more of that. We need to see him penetrate, get into that lane, and create.
Burke with it. The deficit now up to 12. Down low for Davis. Around the perimeter. The drive right to the basket. And the Clippers with the rebound. Leonard to Gortat. Has a look. Deep two there, won't go. Great pass to set it up. Oh, emphatic slam.
It's not every day that you see a 6'9", 265-pound freight train coming down the lane. You probably want to step out of the way.
To Leonard. Gortat. They get it to George. Down low. DeMarcus Cousins. Snatching it out of the air.
You know why? I don't see anybody on the defensive end standing up out of position. I see everybody squatted down, really active with their hands. That's the mentality that will lead you to where you want to go.
George. That right there, Jay, his 8th three of the game. He is putting on a show.
He's defying physics with that jumper. He's not even holding his foul through.
Lakers at the controls right now. Knocked loose. Clippers have it. Beverly. Out of bounds the call. Last touch by Patrick Beverly. And the reward, he's going to the line.
And as a defender, you cannot, I repeat, you cannot foul in the act of upward motion into your shot. Your timing needs to be better.
First one goes down. Good free throw shooting. Knocks down a pair.
Hey, switch, I got him.
George, the hot night continues. He's at 9 threes here tonight.
Uh-oh, someone's getting towards that single game record territory. He's having that kind of night.
Lakers ball. Sizing up the defense. Driving right to the basket. To Cousins.
Oh, he sent that one to the third row.
He was locked in. That was impressive. Paul George to Leonard. Here's a chance from long range. Well, the hot shooting night continues. That's his 6th three-pointer of this game.
And you got to give him a lot of love. He's been knocking down shot after shot. But what is the defense thinking? Do you want to play in this game? It's probably time you start buckling down.
Gets it in the left corner. 4-3. Swings it. Not that time. To Beverly. Kawhi Leonard. Won't go. Randolph. Tough matchup against George. It's LA Clippers ball. George. To Beverly. George. 10 threes for him now in the game, Jay. Just astonishing.
And I can't believe what I'm seeing. It's only happened 30-something times since the three-point line went into effect in 1979. Goes to show you how big of a night he's having.
How old were you back then?
I was not born yet, my friend. Boom, baby.
Count it.
Because in certain players' mind, it doesn't matter if they're amongst the trees or not. They're always going to be the giant in the paint.
To Lopez. Leonard. Oh, good defense by the Lakers. They come away with the steal.
You go back to the principles, things that we started working on when we were in 1st and 2nd grade. It's called the shell drill. You stay down in the stance defensively, you try to deny the next pass away, and you have to communicate. If your conditioning is bad, you have no chance. But if you're able to do all these things together, collectively, you'll be able to stop a great passing team.
Paul George to Leonard. George, he's not shy about shooting it from out there, but he misses this time. Knocked loose. Clippers have got it. Nice pace, sets it up, and slams it down. Now the Lakers are going to call a timeout as their coaching staff wants to talk things over here in this 3rd quarter. Mixing things up. Hockey line substitutions. Both teams making changes. Has a chance. Berg shot off the mark. To Leonard. Beverly. Leonard. With the fadeaway. Burns him for the basket.
When the ball's in his hands, we all knew what was going to happen.
Los Angeles, they have it. Yes, and the foul. And a chance at 3 coming up.
That was such a great job by the offensive player. Knowing that you're probably going to take some lumps here and there, but still remaining aggressive throughout the shot and getting a crack at the extra point.
Free throw good, and the lead back down to 15. Kawhi Leonard sizing up Cousins. Goes to the right side. The pass taken away by the Lakers.
You know, Ed, sometimes you're just more ready to play than your opponent. The intensity and the effort is off the charts.
George, defended by Cousins. The pass set it all up.
There's certain guys in this league that should be put on alert status 24/7 because either they're posterizing you or that attempt can still be a poster.
Burke with it. Down a bundle.
Here we go.
Kawhi Leonard sends it away.
Blocking so many shots only gives your perimeter that much more confidence to really apply more pressure.
Beverly can't go down. Smothering defense.
Great contest by the D, but I want to see the coaching staff call the same exact play the next possession. Get that offensive player the ball. Let him prove that it wasn't the D. It was more in his own head.
LeBron James sends it away.
This game is all about playing mind tricks on people. The offense is more worried about getting their shot blocked than they are about actually making the shot.
3 quarters down. It's been all Clippers so far. It'll be Lakers ball as we begin the 4th quarter. And not a whole lot you could do in this situation other than give it your best shot.
And players don't like to hear this, Ed, but the reality of the matter is this is a character-building opportunity. Yes, you may lose this game, but that does not mean that you do not fight each and every possession.
Clippers have the basketball. Probing the defense. Leonard for 3, and the Lakers with the rebound. Kawhi Leonard able to recover with the block. That's off of Leonard, out of bounds. Davis. Yes, and a foul. He'll have a chance at a 3-point play.
The defender was actually in a good position there. They even made a decent play on the ball. But sometimes those bounces go the other way. Still, stay aggressive out there.
LeBron James at the line for a chance at a 3-point play, shooting 66% in this contest. To Williams, trying to cash in. A shot no good there by Williams. LeBron with it up top. The deficit now up to 13. And draws the foul.
I don't know about that one, Ed. I always thought your hand was part of the ball.
Personal foul. Team foul number 2. For the Los Angeles Lakers,
Kentavious Caldwell-Pope at the line for 2 shots. He's perfect from the line so far. Off the mark on the first free throw. Good bounce back. Hits the second. It's a 1 of 2 trip. Fires the 3. Not that time. He missed it. Going to launch beyond the arc. And the rebound grabbed by the Clippers. Beverly. Now that's a contest. LeBron James with the rock. To Davis. Oh, had him going there for a second. And 2 for AD.
That's lunch pail business right there. Don't worry about the no call. Keep powering through.
Hey, lock up.
Kawhi Leonard, defended by Cousins. Finishing inside the paint on that one.
Oh, don't see the read. Be the read.
LeBron into the front court. Down 12. Nikola Mirotic tips it.
Don't stare him down like that afterwards.
To Gortat. Tough-looking shot there. Still gets it to go down.
Well, we got a chance to firsthand watch something be created. I think we just watched an epidemic of passing. I've never seen something like this before. It was so contagious, everybody started to do it, and it ultimately led to the other team's demise.
If that's an epidemic, sign me up. Quinn Cook, a couple of free throws on the way, shooting 75% so far tonight. First one, count it. Second one off the mark. He goes 1 for 2. Beverly. No good. That's great defense. To James. To Davis. Marcin Gortat pins it.
Just erasing mistakes left and right.
Leonard. That won't go. Davis to James. Great defense there, forcing the pickup. Yes, and the the foul, and a chance at 3 coming up.
People become so fixated on the hands or the arms or the strengths of the arms. I look at the legs. The strength of his legs help him power through that play. That's how you get and ones.
LeBron James trying to cash in on the three-point play. Shooting 50%. Some yes, some no in this contest. Leonard. Oh, good defense by the Lakers. They come away with the steal.
Tonight, it may not cost you, but in a playoff game, it will.
Kentavious Caldwell-Pope. Now 3 for 9.
Woo! Did you see that? Eyes to the rim, and the rest was all net.
It's the Clippers with the possession now.
Screen left coming, screen left coming, screen left.
Leonard. He's on the deck. Great sacrifice. It's Cook with the basketball. His club's staring up at an 8-point deficit. Can't connect.
Let's be realistic. He's probably not going to miss a lot of shots. But the more effort you can give, you want to try to tire him out. Take his legs away. Make him work to catch the ball. That's how you win a defensive battle.
Leonard to Gortat. Yes, marching Gortat. Looking good. 4 for 5.
This type of game needs to be celebrated. This is the type of culture that is fostered when you play with unselfish players. When you give up a little bit of yourself and you make your teammate look great, that's the difference between winning and losing. So when you see these guys smiling, when you see them giving each other high fives, that's because of the energy that was created from the pass. Pass is one of the most brilliant things we have in this game.
Flash at the controls. Oh, he had him there for a second. Leonard to Wade. Deep left corner. LA with 4 to shoot. Leonard goes to the left side. Beverly. That's off the side of the rim, short. Caldwell-Pope. That is great vision to set it up. Big finish at the rim. He's been a one-man show, but Jay, they're still down in this one.
He's their lone bright star, their only star tonight. Some other of the supporting cast members really need to step up.
Kawhi Leonard sizing up Cousins. Yes, and a foul. He'll have a chance at a three-point play.
And I love the smile on the face of the offensive player. Sometimes luck is on your side. I don't know how that shot went in, but and one.
Coach is going to shift gears and adjust his matchups. Off the mark at the line. Dwayne Wade. Small sample size, but making the most of it. He's 1 for 2.
Clearly not afraid of the spotlight here because that was not an easy look.
Now the Lakers going to use a timeout as they'll make sure they're all on the same page here in the fourth quarter. Both coaches dipping into their reserves. Changes coming onto the floor.
I know the fans didn't get a chance to hear this during the break, but the coaches are wearing a mic for the broadcast. I heard a lot of arguing inside the huddle. It lets you know that the intensity level is pretty high going into the fourth.
They're going to make some changes with some new personnel on the floor. Davis. Using the post to his advantage there and the finish at the rim.
But most importantly, you have to keep the ball moving. Maybe run some floppy sets, some horn sets. Raise those bigs up, which open up the lane, and let them be the passers to make plays easier for the guards.
Leonard. That's how you defend. Knocked loose. Out of bounds the call. Last touch by Lou Williams. Both coaches hitting the reset button. Fresh legs coming onto the floor. Kuzma.
For Los Angeles, number 1.
James. Bad pass there. Clippers have it. Lays it up and in.
Hand down, man down. You got to get up and contest the shot.
Burke with it. Margins 8. Knocked loose. Beverly. Cleans it up. Kyle Kuzma rejects it.
Just incredible timing on that slot.
Robin Lopez. Very efficient and making an impact. He's 3 for 3.
I was expecting the dish there, but way to fake that one and lay that one in.
To Cousins. And scores.
He's been doing this for years. The physicality in which he plays. No one wants to see that. You're going to leave the game with black and blue marks all over your body.
LA Clippers with the basketball.
Got to get through this string. Get through it. Get through it.
To Beverly. Off the mark. Great feed. Boogie abusing the rim. Big finish.
We call that get your money and put it in the bank.
The Clippers with 4 to shoot. Leonard. Well defended.
Shooters shoot, period. I don't want to hear any excuses. That's why you're on the floor. You keep doing what you're doing with that superior confidence.
They get it to Kuzma. Down low. Kyle Kuzma. Strong finish.
And no emotion, just that ice-cold stare. That's a sign of somebody who's here to compete.
Leonard. Tough shot. He hits.
And if you're on D right now, if you're off on the weak side, stunt towards the driver. That means fake at him. Don't overcommit. Stunt, then get back to you or stay at home. Force him to make one of those passes or force him to take a crazy shot at the rim.
James. And there it is. We expected it. Foul number 6. He's gone.
Ed, you can't lunge like that.
First free throw is good. Can't connect on the second, and he splits the pair. To Leonard. Beyond the arc for 3. And Kawhi Leonard buries the 3 with a hand in his face.
It's easy to get lost in the chaos of the game down the stretch, but great awareness by the shooter to get those toes right behind the three-point line.
Los Angeles has the basketball. James. And scores, plus the foul. Patented move for Anthony Davis, and a chance at 3.
He should get some kind of acting award. That's a great sell by the offensive player. But guess what? The ref spit, and that's the game.
Looks like both teams are making substitutions. Whoops, that won't go. To George. Lets it fly from long range. Paul George locked in. Hits the tough 3.
And watching all these great shooters on the floor at once, it almost mesmerizes me. It's like you're watching this shot in slow motion. The backspin, it gives off the feel that the ball's going in every time.
LeBron into the front court. His guys trail by 10. Short jumper off the mark. Williams into the front court. He'll run the offense. And the basket good at the rim.
Ed, sometimes less is more. Keeping it simple is the best way.
To Kyle Kuzma. Montrezl Harrell swats it.
Oh, he blocked that with authority.
Nice finish at the rim.
That's what I'm talking about, Ed. It's that simple. Put the ball in the bucket.
Leonard to Gortat. Yes, Marcin Gortat. He's now 5 for 6.
This type of game needs to be celebrated. This is the type of culture that is fostered when you play with unselfish players. When you give up a little bit of yourself and you make your teammate look great, that's the difference between winning and losing. So when you see these guys smiling, when you see them giving each other high fives, that's because of the energy that was created from the pass. Pass is one of the most brilliant things we have in this game.
Kawhi Leonard sizing up Cousins. To Paul George. To Leonard. Lets it fly from beyond the arc. He's not shy about shooting it from out there, but he misses this time. James into the front court, trailing by 10. And the slam.
I don't know if the scouting report has made its way out here yet, but if anything, it says you need to not let him get that close to the rim.
Shifting gears. Here comes some substitutions. Yes, and the foul. And a chance at 3 coming up.
The defender was actually in a good position there. They even made a decent play on the ball, but sometimes those bounces go the other way. Still, stay aggressive out there.
Free throw good to finish off the three-point play. It's back to a 5-point game. To George. Williams. To Paul George. Lakers at the controls right now. Kawhi Leonard with the block. That's off of Leonard, out of bounds. George, they have to keep him in their grasp.
Don't seem shocked. This is how the game is played these days. Shooting a 3 is like shooting a layup.
Now the Lakers are going to call a timeout, but this game's in the balance, and time is of the essence. Time for some new personnel into the game. Anthony Davis against Paul George. Yes, and a foul. He'll have a chance at a three-point play.
So many times we get on the defender for quote-unquote letting the offensive player score on an and one. Sometimes there's a lucky bounce, but more often than not, it's the offensive player who makes the play happen despite the defender's best intentions.
Leonard buries it on the catch and shoot.
I know the refs on the court all the time, but it doesn't mean they can see every play. Maybe defensively, grab his jersey, step on his toe, do something to kind of change up his pace.
Cousins against George. Here comes the intentional foul, but they did have one to give, so no free throws yet. They'll shoot after the next foul.
Okay, now look over to the sideline and see what the staff is trying to draw up on the next play. That's good clock management thus far.
Now here's an intentional foul, so free throws coming up in what is an 8-point ball game.
Good foul right there. You want to stop the clock.
So he hits the first, misses the second. Cook to bring it into the front court. His guys down by 9. Kyle Kuzma, that's off the side of the rim, no good. George. Oh, that's how it's done.
I don't know how he saw his man out in the cut like that, but that was nice.
And he powers it home. 2 more points for Anthony Davis.
This is from number 2.
Straight on 3. At the buzzer, it's the Clippers who come away with the victory as they win this one handily. For Jay Williams and all our crew, I'm Ed Cohen saying so long for now. This has been a presentation of the NBA on EA Sports.
Here, and I've got your EA Sports post-game wrap-up. The Clippers emerged victorious after a tight finish. They did it with blocks, and they did it with steals. More to the point, they did it with excellent defense. They committed to the grind and got rewarded as a result. Check out the leading scores for the Los Angeles Clippers. The Lakers just couldn't close this one out. And while they didn't win the game, they could have won a dunk contest. They put down plenty of slams in this matchup. Check out the leading scores for the Los Angeles Lakers.
Game assists.
The teams in this matchup did a great job of moving the ball and keeping the game flowing. It was the sort of action fans love to see, and I definitely enjoyed it myself. The unselfish play made for a great game.
Player of the game.
Kawhi Leonard was just amazing in this game. What other word could you use for someone that played the kind of defense that shut down an entire team? Yeah, exactly. Amazing. We got our top 3 plays for you. Check them out.
Number 2. Number 1.
Here's a view of the upcoming games for the Los Angeles Lakers. This has been a presentation of ESPN on EA Sports. Until next time, I'm Jalen Rose, signing off.